The enemy does not want you to worship God completely. He does not want you to surrender to Jesus Christ in spirit and in truth. That's why Satan will do anything he can to dissuade you from accepting Christ in your heart, and if you do accept him, from taking him seriously. We saw last week in our studies in the book of Exodus how first Satan told, who was represented by Pharaoh, he told Moses, okay, go worship your God, but do it in this land. Don't leave this land. Why? Because he knows that if you stay here and you have the same habits and you have the same way of doing things, then you will not be tempted by what God has to offer you. At the same time, then the second hindrance that Satan puts, or Pharaoh rather puts on Moses, says, okay, go worship your God, but don't go too far into the desert. Why? Because Pharaoh knew back then that if they leave Egypt, if they go into the wilderness and they experience true freedom for the first time, they will realize that they've been living all this time in bondage, that they have been slaves. That's why he says, do not go too far into the wilderness. And this is what Satan tells us. He says, okay, go to church, accept Christ, be a good person, but don't become a religious fanatic. Don't get too involved in the church. Why do you have to go to the Monday prayer service? Why do you have to go to the Wednesday Bible study? Why do you have to go to the Friday night vigil? The Sunday should be more than enough for you. You are a religious person. You are spiritual. There are other things in life you can do. This is a second hindrance. And if you have fallen for it, you have no idea what you're losing out on. To hear the full story, to hear the full teaching on this, go to karmatochrist.com and look for the teaching named Hindrances from Satan to Worship God Part 2. God bless you.